Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the channel, where today I'm over at BK for the final time in 2022 to check out the last version of their all-new International Original Chicken Sandwiches. And truth be told, this one's looking about as American as you can get given the cheese that it's got. Yeah, I guess American cheese constitutes the American variant, so without further ado, here you go. It's the American Original Chicken Sandwich, and as you can see, it looks like we've covered all bases with this one, given the amount of toppings that it's got, and I'll explain in just a sec. Let's break it on down for you. Alright, so as always, we've got that long specialty bun that's unique to the iconic original chicken sandwich over here at BK, and I gotta say, this is looking pretty nice. But let's pop it and take a look underneath, and what you're gonna notice right away is no shortage of chopped lettuce and mayo. They really loaded this one up pretty nicely, and it's covered pretty well. As we pan on down, you're gonna notice we've got 2 thick slices of tomato, which cover the sandwich pretty nicely, along with 2 slices of American cheese, hence the name, the American Original Chicken Sandwich. Outside of the usual mayo, lettuce, and tomato, those are pretty much the standards when it comes to sandwich toppings, so it's all good there. But guys, of course, the main star of the show to go along with everything is the original crispy chicken patty itself. The super chicken nugget of chicken sandwiches, as I like to say, that elongated form patty that fills out this bun pretty nicely, fried up to a crispy golden brown. Not bad, guys, not bad at all. Underneath it, it looks like we've got a little bit more mayo just to kind of sandwich it all together. But guys, again, a very loaded version of the original chicken sandwich here because of those toppings. Given the mayo, the lettuce, the tomatoes, the cheese, it's a pretty decent amount here. So there you go, it's the third version of the available International Original Chicken Sandwiches here at BK. Let's peep out this flavor. Well, it looks like there's no escaping the tomato with this one, guys. It covers this sandwich from end to end, so you're guaranteed to get that in every bite. And considering I'm not really a fan of tomato, that's a no bueno situation, but it is what it is. But presentation-wise, guys, this actually looks pretty decent. Compared to the other two that I just did, which you're going to see jumping up on the screen here right now, I gotta say that Italian variant with the marinara sauce and the cheese was lovely. On top of the Mexican variant, which I really enjoyed, guys, considering the spicy queso on that one, that was a blast to check out. But with this variation, again, definitely decent in terms of the presentation. Like I said, they're going for just the standard American route. They're calling this one here, and it's cool. So let's give it a shot. This is the all-new American Original Crispy Chicken Sandwich here at BK. Let's peep this out. All right. Okay. Well, right off the break, once I got past the sliminess of that tomato itself, the cheese came out pretty nicely, guys. And of course, with the crispy chicken, that's a pretty nice combination. A very nice amount of chicken on this one, considering it's nowhere near as thick as the Ch'King back in the day, much less the Royal Crispy Chicken Sandwich. But what you've got here is fairly decent in terms of just the chicken nuggetness of it, if I can call it that. But guys, very nice in terms of the overall quality with this one. And again, that cheese is a standout. So let's go in for a few more bites on this one. Well, outside of the creaminess of the American cheese, this really feels like more of a basic version of the original chicken sandwich here at BK. I guess you can call this the original chicken sandwich deluxe, and that's not a bad thing because if you're a fan of the veggies on this one, it's not a bad alternative to have on the menu. And naturally calling this the American variant of it, I'm going to assume that it's because of the cheese. That's just my opinion though. And hey, real quick, before I go a little bit further into this one, let me wish each and every one of you a very happy New Year, because by the time this review airs, it's most likely going to be New Year's Eve. So guys, this technically actually is my final review of 2022. If you're curious about my top 10 for 2022, definitely take a look at that jumping up on your screen here right now. That was a blast to put together. See where some of your favorites rank compared to what I thought personally. But when it comes to this version, not bad for what I'm looking at here, at least when it comes to the original chicken sandwiches. Let's go a little bit further into this one for a couple more bites. Hang on. You know, even after all this time of doing reviews here on my channel, tomato is still not warming up to me. Sometimes I can deal with it, sometimes I can't. I'm really trying to get through this particular review right now, but I'm not letting that influence my overall feeling with it. Because guys, actually, the chicken itself is really the main selling point with this one on top of what all the other toppings are here. So I really dig the fact that crispy chicken is standing out because the saltiness is pretty nice on it, and there is a fairly decent amount of that chicken that covers the bun pretty nicely. So if you like these particular toppings, I think you're going to dig this particular version in general. But if you're not really a fan of any of the toppings, naturally you can always remove them. It's still a pretty tasty chicken sandwich for what it is. So let's go for one more bite. We'll wrap the review with the rating coming up next. But a fun outing over here at BK for the final review of 2022. Let's go for one more bite and we'll close it out. Hang on. So the iconic favorite that was launched back in 1979 is closing out my year here on the channel. And I gotta say, guys, I'm glad to have checked this version out, and I'm glad I actually saved this one for last because it is a very, very nice basic version of the original chicken sandwich here at BK. Everything you're gonna get on this one should satisfy pretty nicely if you're a fan of the toppings. And again, with the saltiness of the chicken itself, which I really like with this particular one, on top of the length with it, again, I gotta say it one more time, it's the super chicken nugget of chicken sandwiches. And this was actually really kind of fun to check out right now. Pretty cool. So with that said, I'm going to have to give the American Original Chicken Sandwich, part of the International Chicken Sandwich Trio here at BK, just an okay 6.5 out of 10. And I'm not going to go much higher than that, guys, because like I said, I'm not an ultra fan of the toppings on this particular one, tomatoes notwithstanding. But at the same time, if you're a fan of that stuff, you're going to dig this version. For me, it's the chicken patty itself. That's what really sells this one on top of everything else. The saltiness is good, the breading is good. Again, maybe about 80% meat, 20% coating. Really pretty nice overall. And again, a nice variation of this particular chicken sandwich on the menu over here at BK. I would like to see it be on some type of special though, considering the price point. 2 for $7, something along those lines would be pretty cool down the road. Let's just hope for that. But still, pretty good. Alright, so now that I've completed the trifecta as I close out 2022 over here at BK with these all-new International Original Chicken Sandwiches, which one is your personal favorite? Drop those comments down below. Out of the 3 that I've done, which do you think looked the best overall, and are you going to be giving any of these a shot? And lastly, if you have given all of them a shot already, which really delivered the most flavor for you? Drop those comments down below and definitely let me know. And with that, this is Ian K closing out another high-quality foodie feature for you here on Peep This Out Reviews, bringing you brand new content every single week here on my channel. So stay tuned for that next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty, and I'll see you in 2023. Hey, thanks for checking out this review, guys. But just in case you didn't see the one I did before this one, you can find it right up over here, along with what I think YouTube's gonna recommend for you to check out as well. As always, I think you'll find something to like in both of them, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one. See ya.